Together, we turn today's research into tomorrow's treatment. Together, we give the gift of time. All donations will be matched throughout the month. Donate now at februarysheartmonth.ca.
Well, we go from one great initiative to the next great initiative, and that is Heart Month. I am joined by Lianne Laing. She is the Executive Director of the University of Ottawa's Heart Institute. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Great to have you
it's
here.
so nice to be in here with
I know. I love having you. It's like it's like a reunion coming in, right? To have you back on television. And this really is an important month. Let's first of all talk about the importance and the purpose of Heart Month.
Really, it is a month. I mean, we're happy Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah,
it's really about the heart, but this has really become the month where we really work on the awareness and the fundraising efforts around heart health, and especially with the Ottawa Heart Institute and the foundation there. So it really is an opportunity to engage the city. Like, we have one of the top ranked heart institutes in the world, right?
Yeah.
It is top 10. And I think sometimes we don't really think about that here in Ottawa. There's grateful patients that have been given the gift of time because they have been patients there. But to understand the work that's being done, to be able to recognize it, and then use this month to build awareness around heart health for the general population, and then use this as the month that we are really trying once again to break that $1 million mark of fundraising dollars in February. So it's all encompassing, and it brings the community together.
Yeah, and one of the ways you do that is you put on a lot of different events, right? There's a lot of different initiatives that happen throughout the month. So you've got Light the Town Red. Tell me about this initiative. So
to be honest with you, everything kind of really shifted with COVID. They went from usually having about 100 third-party fundraising events, through February to nothing on that first year. And it was really like, what can we do to build awareness, to get people talking about the Ottawa Heart Institute and without having anything going on?
Right.
And so we had this wonderful initiative which was Light the Town Red. Diamond storage came on big. When you see diamond storages around the city fully lit up in red, you kind of go, what is going on? And with that, it just snowballed to having so many different businesses and supporters and independent homes that are all lit up red, just being able to get the conversation started about heart health. And
it's a great idea, right? Something so simple, as you said. I mean, it raises awareness and it piques people's interest, right? When they're going by a place, I remember saying they're painting it red to raise their awareness for heart.
There's cranes in the air right now that are lit up red. It gets the conversation started. And then Diamond came on big this year with they're into custom closets now, so they have the custom closet giveaway. So even with them lighting the buildings, they've also now got people coming in and finding heart facts. So there's lots of different things that we have going on.
The Big Heart Challenge as well, right?
Wellington West Village, they are awesome.
Fantastic.
Like, oh my God, it's an amazing area. I'm starting to peek in all the different stores.
Nice.
But they have the Big Heart Challenge. Our monument is there. They've had all of their stores, lots of hearts in the windows. But they've teamed up with Run Ottawa as well, and that's actually launching today. And then they'll have that run and these virtual and these different challenges that are happening with Run Ottawa for the rest of the month. So there's lots of things going on there.
Now, I'm proud to say I'm actually one of only 2 males that are part of the Ladies Who Lunch Facebook page.
Catherine has you on
Catherine has me. It's myself and Sid Kratzberg, who's a regular guest on the show,
totally
right?
Makes sense.
And she puts on events all the time, and she brings women together, and not only to empower women and to share stories, but to help raise funds for different organizations and institutions. And she's doing that again this year.
Yeah, she's a real power hitter.
She really is.
And I've really enjoyed being a guest or speaking at the Ladies Who Lunch. But when she approached us to have this heal event, and she always thinks outside the box.
Yeah.
So, heal your heart, heal your finances, heal your money. Like, they had a whole bunch of different things. And so it's going to be great because we have Dr. Thais Coutinho, who's the chief of prevention and wellness in the Canadian Women's Heart Health Center. And so she's going to be speaking at that event. But it's happening like the day before International Women's Day. So all empowering. You've got a lot of women in the room and men, because it's great to have you guys on board there too. And Kenton Lair, who's the chef at the NAC, he is actually a patient of the Heart Institute, and he's got his own crazy story. So heart healthy recipes. It'll just be all encompassing, but great speakers. Angela Sakeley is, or Seymour Wright from Angie's Models is going to be speaking, and she's got such a phenomenal story.
An amazing story.
And then all of her usual events that happen with Ladies Who Lunch, all of that will be happening. But it's great that she was like, let's do this. Proceeds going to the Heart Institute. So you can't say enough for Catherine. When she approaches you, you just say, yes, thank you. What do you need from us? So
it's true.
Like, it really
intimidating way,
No,
right?
but
She's
got
just
such a big heart,
great
and you know
energy.
that she thinks that way, and she has the connection. So I think it'll be a great one for women to be at, to listen to what we have to say, especially because women present differently than men when you were
Yes,
talking about heart
absolutely.
disease.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing there too.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the importance of Heart Month in this community. I know that you touched on it, and you know, I have family members who've gone through, I'm sure many of our viewers that are watching now, right, have had family members that have been helped by the incredible institution that we have here in this city.
If you can get to the Heart Institute, the chances are they're going to save your lives.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I lost my dad at the age of 57 to a massive heart attack. And I look back now, you know, and the anger or the frustration I feel, that I recognize some of those signs and I didn't speak up.
Right.
Heart disease is the #1 killer worldwide. A lot of women think it's breast cancer. That's 1 in 8. It's 1 in 3 for heart disease for women. A lot of it, 80% of heart disease is preventable with physical activity and a healthy diet, like 80% of something. And there's so many genetic components to it, but blood pressure, diabetes. Women need to understand if they've had issues with pregnancy, if there are much different risk factors that are associated with, and how they present. Women don't present with the, Hollywood-looking heart attack, right? Where it's like, sorry, I don't mean to be dramatic,
but
it's
quite
oftentimes
true.
it's
we
how
talked
you
about
think
it on
about
the
it.
show just a couple of weeks ago.
And it's a very different way in which it's present. So these are the ways we're, getting people to go to websites and having the conversation, or making an appointment with their doctor because something just hasn't felt right, or maybe getting things checked. They all actually matter at the end of the day.
Well, let's get people involved. How can people get involved at home?
February is heartmonth.ca, the best place to go, because there you're actually going to find all of the different initiatives. There's so much going on. There are, it is endless. So I would say go to the Get Involved page, and that's the best thing. But we're also partnering with the senators at the end of the month to kind of celebrate Heart Month. And it's amazing. 2 foundations working together, the senators and the Heart Institute Foundation. The 50-50 tickets, can you believe it, will be split between the charities. So we're having that time to be able to build up to the big game on Tuesday, February 28th. Proceeds 50-50. We'll have lots of information, lots of stories, things going around the building. So it's really a great way to be able to celebrate Heart Month coming to an end. And honestly, the website, your best bet, because I can't even list everything. There's paper hearts, there's stores that are involved, there's cards, there's too much to list. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And I know you don't do this by yourself. You had a great team that you've got. So Lianne, shout out to you and your entire team over there at the foundation. We'll be right back.